Thanks for stopping by, everyone. My name is Jeff, and in today's video, guys, we are going to talk about 3 ETFs that pay monthly dividends. So I made a video last week about 3 stocks to buy that pay monthly dividends, and I really left some good ideas to the side because I wanted to save them for this video and cover some ETFs that do the same type of thing. And guys, feel free to go down to the comment section and mention any ETFs that pay monthly dividends. If I happen to not mention them in this video, I'm always up to learn more about this. I think monthly dividend paying stocks and ETFs are really great. You know, it is a wonderful little way to get a nice little paycheck coming in every month. You know, it's very scalable. Like I said, you can buy and invest into these and you will get a guaranteed return month after month after month. Okay, and so when you first put your first $500 or $1,000 into the, you know, the return is not very big, but as you continue building and scaling them up, like I said, those little paychecks start turning into a little bit bigger paychecks, and as time goes on and as the years pass, they start turning into much bigger paychecks, and you can sit back and enjoy the return on these ETFs as well. If this is your first time to the channel, guys, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any content or future update videos, and drop a like on this video, guys. I really appreciate all the support we get. So I'm just going to start off with my personal favorite. Guys, I think this is a very safe investment, pays a very decent dividend, and it is ticker symbol SPHD. This is the Invesco S&P 500 High Dividend Low Volatility ETF, okay? And so the annual dividend return is $1.62 per share, or 3.91%, and that is the yearly yield. And of course, when you break that down monthly, it's 13.5 cents per share every month. There is a 0.3% gross expense ratio. And like I said, I really encourage any new investor to start investing into stuff like this first before you ever buy tech companies or MJ companies or chip makers or anything. Before you start getting really aggressive, especially in a Robinhood or Webull, M1 Finance, that type of thing, I highly suggest to invest in a fund like this first, just to have some real safe, low volatility, dividend returning income. So it's always important to read the description, guys. That way you kind of understand, you know, what these ETFs, what their objective is. So let's just take a look at that quick. The investment seeks to track the investment results before fees and expenses of the S&P 500 Low Volatility High Dividend Index, okay? So let's go take a look at some of the companies that this index holds. So here's a few of them right here, guys. So HCP, you know, Welltower, Iron Mountain, that's another stock that I buy. Of course, it doesn't pay monthly dividends, but it pays a really good quarterly dividend. You know, PPL, Ventus, AT&T, you know, Realty Income Corp, ticker symbol O, that's another one I like a whole lot. Verizon Wireless, that's my favorite telecom. Duke Energy, and Entergy Corp. So, you know, you can research any of those stocks, kind of see how they trade. And now this is the 1-year chart on SPHD, guys. Like I said, it is actually down 1% over the past year. However, if you compare that to a lot of the stocks that you probably have in your portfolio, you know, a 1% loss is actually probably a lot better than some of your stocks have traded over the past year. You know, and now over the past 5 years, guys, it is roughly giving you about a 50% return, and is also always bumping up those dividend payments as well. And right here, guys, I've got the last 5 years of dividend history for SPHD. And back in 2013, it paid around 7 cents per share each month. And like I said, as the years go on, you can see as progressively, slowly but surely, this ETF has paid out more and more per dividend. Like I said, right here, I'm not quite sure what that was, but it looks like they paid out about 25 cents on that monthly payment right there. And like I said, but you keep seeing it, you know, it keeps trending up and getting a little higher and a little higher and a little higher. And now it is around 13.5 cents. So, you know, so not only, you know, is the price of the ETF going up, but the dividend payments are also increasing over the course of time. And now the number 2 ETF that pays monthly dividends, guys, is the Wisdom Tree US High Dividend Fund, ticker symbol DHS. Now this one trades on the New York Stock Exchange. And this one pays out $1.44 yearly, and that's about a 2% yield. So not quite as high paying as SPHD. And when you break that down, guys, it pays 12 cents a month per share, and they have a 0.38% expense ratio. And so this investment seeks to track the price and yield performance before fees and expenses of the Wisdom Tree US High Dividend Index. Let's go take a look at some of the stocks that are in this fund. And yeah, guys, right over here, as you can see, some of my favorite companies are in this fund. Of course, you got AT&T, ExxonMobil, Verizon Wireless, Chevron, Wells Fargo, Pfizer, AbbVie, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, and the Philip Morris Company. So very, very good stocks involved with this fund. I guess I don't really like the fact that AT&T is #1, but you do have a lot of really good stocks in there. So now, guys, right here at a quick glance, on a 1-year scale is actually down 3.75%. So SPHD has actually returned a little bit better than DHS over the past year. And on a 5-year scale, it's only returned about 31%. So when you take in dividend and you take overall return, it appears that SPHD is a little bit better of an investment. Now here is their dividend history, guys, for DHS. And like you can see right here in this cash amount, this column right here, it looks like their dividend payments are just kind of all over the place. Now, I personally don't own any of this fund right here. You'd have to kind of see what it all breaks down to at the end of a year's time. And so the third ETF that pays monthly dividends, guys, is Invesco Preferred ETF, ticker symbol PGX. This one also trades on the New York Stock Exchange. Now this fund has probably the best yield of the three we've talked about. It pays 80 cents yearly, and that comes out to about a 5.65% yield. And this one has a 0.52 gross expense ratio. And guys, the investment seeks to track the investment results of the ICE BOF AML Core Plus Fixed Rate Preferred Securities Index, okay? Now I have looked it up and cannot find which stocks are held by this fund. So let's go over to the chart and we can take a look at it there. On a 1-year scale, it is down about 0.84%. And now over the past 5 years, it has only increased 2.37%. So, like I said, this one pays a lot better yield than the other two do. But like I said, you're not going to get much growth at all out of this fund. Just very, very solid dividend payments. And now here is its dividend history, guys, and you can see right here in this cash amount, it's paying somewhere between 6.7 and 7.3 cents monthly. Looks like a few times it's paid around 6.9 cents. You could look for a nice consistent, 6 cent per share return on this fund every month, which when you compare it to the price at $14, you could probably scale that up a little better than some of the other ones. But just keep in mind, this fund does not have very much growth at all. It's very stable, very safe, but not much growth. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for today's video. Make sure to go down to the comment section and tell me some ETFs that you own that also pay monthly dividends. I would love to hear about it. Like I said, I'm always up for new ideas. But anyways, thank you for watching. Drop a like on this video, guys, and have a great day.